Jeez.
This is the biggest club of our tournament so far.
Tell you what, everything's a jangling. It needs to be a jack, a queen, or a king. That's good for Meaty.
And the river final card shows.
And the tens hold. Tens and nines and a double up for Toronto. And Sorrel Meaty. He's still there.
He's laughing. That's the way the Wolf plays. He was taking a pretty detached interest in developments there once the chips went in.
He was up to 2.9 million last night when they reached the final 7. And spent all of today, the last 4 hours, just dumping his chips away. In a fell swoop, though, he's gotten them all back and has now reached his high point of the tournament.
And the good news for Mitzi is that the guy he's done the damage to is the most aggressive player at the table and the guy everybody fears most.
Sorrel Meaty flopped the top pair and DeWolf pushed. The money went all in. Needed to be a jack, queen, or king, but tens and nines taking this hand down. And dynamic shift.
Oh, yeah?
An incredible room. People packed in here. There were 70 tables in here when this tournament started. A long cry from the Jackpot Club Park or the old Eccentric Club even.
Yeah, I've played the Irish Open, the old Eccentric Club, the Green Isle Hotel, the Marion Club, the old Eccentric Club. I mean, with three tables downstairs and 2 tables upstairs. That was the Irish Open. There was still room for 1 or 2 more players if they turned up late. I mean, that's how poker has grown over the last few years.
Yeah, Fox is busy telling Sorrel Meaty that it's not over yet.
Well, the Fox is probably under more pressure than anybody else because he said that if he wins this tournament, he's going to get a job. Now, that's what I call psyching yourself up.
300.
Raised to 300,000.
And sort of a largish raise from Marty Smith. 60 becomes 300. And the Wolves picked up ace-jack right away, a better hand than ace-10.
This is pretty bad news for Marty Smith because he knows the Wolf has been injured. The Wolf is the guy at the table most likely to bluff. So if the Wolf does what I expect him to do here, which is to re-raise Marty Smith, it's very hard for Marty Smith to throw the ace-10 away.
Yeah, and
you know, you can't let a guy like the Wolf run all over you.
He's just trying to work out if there's any way he's beat here. Is he playing?
I have no idea what he's trying to work out, but a pretty good idea what he's going to do.
As far as the raising frequency goes, Marty Smith probably has been a little bit more on the infrequent side of the players at this table.
Yeah. It was a sick.
Well, it's not so much that Marty doesn't bluff, it's just that he's a little bit more selective about the spots he does it. But Marty is well capable of running a big bluff.
The Wolf put his chips on top, preparing for the big push, I think.
He's having a look at Marty Smith, who's studying his body language. He's just trying to pick up a tell, trying to pick up any sign of nervousness from Smith.
Smith, what is he giving off? Stone face.
Smith is just hoping the Wolf will throw his hand away. We can get on with the next one, but sorry, Marty, it's not going to happen. But there are a lot of players capable of throwing away an ace-jack in this spot, but the Wolf didn't get...
Wow.
Wow.
And Belfast convinced Roland. I just wonder, Park, do you think the deciding factor was Roland?
You know I call if you know I call, obviously, if you raise it.
All right, and Southeast 5,000, lines 48.
I don't think so.
Wow.
If you had a pair, I was thinking.
Okay, I'm off.
The game within the game, the Wolf is trying to find out what Marty Smith had, and Marty's now confessed to having ace-queen.
Well, you know, there's an old rule in Irish poker, Jesse, that I was taught many years ago, and that's that it's very bad manners to volunteer a lie. But if anybody, Colette Doherty taught me this, but if anybody asks a question, I mean, it's very bad manners to tell them the truth. Wow, you don't see the Wolf get them wrong like that too often. But it's probably because of the tight image that Marty Smith has. I mean, as we were saying during the hand, that Marty's capable of running a bluff, but he gives out such a tight image that when he does run a bluff, it's not expected. But
maybe something else going on, Park. You know, Roland DeWolf, he wants to win this so bad that he's just not going to do what's automatically expected with this cards if he thinks he's going to get a better spot. I mean, he wants this title, doesn't he?
You can make all the excuses for me, like Jesse.
Raise, all in.
Under the gun, all in from Roland DeWolf. He passed the ace-jack. Now the ace-5. He gets his chips in first, and it's a big raise. Raise, but 4 players to get through. Wow. And these are the kind of questions you get asked.
Now, what's going through the Fox's mind is
wow, that is a gutsy call, Pard.
A great call from the Fox.
550.
And I mean, knowing full well that there's a great chance that he's in a straight race with the overcards, how happy is he going to be?
He's going to be absolutely delighted when he sees that Roland only has 1 card higher than the 9s.
And Pard, I think there was an ace passed. We could be seeing the end of Roland DeWolf. The Fox could take him out.
Marty Smith has passed the ace of spades. Only the ace of diamonds and the ace of the other one is all your club.
What they're going nuts right now in Waterford.
665.
Actually, Waterford's going nuts right now in Dublin.
65. Perfect.
There was a big cry went out down in Waterford last night when the Fox appeared on the TV, which I think was heard as far away as Cork. You know, whatever happens here, these Waterford guys have turned up an exhibition of both powerful poker play and sheer courage. I mean, and they've played the game in a wonderful spirit, these lads.
5 cards to get through. It is the Wolf all in, but the Fox does not have many more back. And he did. Oh, the 9! It's 3 9s on the flop for the Fox, and has to be running hearts. There's one of them. And now anything but the 3 of hearts. That is a heart.
This could be a cool game.
Oh my God.
You know, when that kind of thing happens to you, Jesse, I mean, it's pretty sickening, but when it happens to you at the final table of a main event, a huge event like the Irish Open, I can't describe how bad that feels.
And I want to tell you something, classy sportsmanship from both players. Fox holding his head up high. He's going to sit back down and play with his chips. Wow, this game hurts, Park.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
you know, this is a classic example where you can do everything right and everything goes wrong on you.
well, once the flop came down, 3 9s for O'Keefe. He went from being a 70% favorite to about 96 or so. But a hard, a flush beats 3 of a kind. And Roland DeWolf doubling through Waterford.
If anybody ever tells you anything is a dead cert, I mean, you can go and check the percentages again. Sometimes in poker, what can happen does happen.
He's only played 10 hands. Meetsy's got most of them. DeWolf's been up, down, and back to the front again. He was walking out the door, was Roland.
Like DeWolf and Mitzi, from what we've seen, are the kind of guys that you're going to have to send out a serious message to, or they're not going to take you seriously.
Raise.
Now, how much is he going to make? I bet he only makes it about 200,000 this time.
275.
Well, a slight discount, you're right. 25,000 less. 275 to play. Smith, he's a little on the arm here with the ace-5, perhaps.
Tough decision for McHugh. You know, if the Wolf has raised this, it's almost an automatic re-raise for McHugh, because there's a much better chance that the Wolf is representing a hand he doesn't have than Marty Smith does.
All in and call from the Fox, and O'Keefe is not in that bad shape here, Pard. This is a good chance for him to get back in. There's over $500,000 in the pot. But his tournament life on the line now, and as you said, it'd be a very hard heart to begrudge him the queen on 4 to 9 right now.
I certainly wouldn't. Danny McHugh may have another opinion on the matter, and I wouldn't blame him for that either. But anybody else,
Yeah.
forget about it.